Hey, 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 my lovely nobodies. Happy Saturday to every single nobody here. All of you beautiful, lovely nobodies who know what you know. You psychics, you intuitives, you healers. You know who you are. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Thank you to every single subscriber, every single one of you who has rocked for me since the beginning, those who are rocking for me now, those of you who are trusting your intuition, trusting yourselves, trusting your gang. God, the divine, your ancestors, those that pull up for you from the light. We appreciate them. We know that you're doing the work. We know that you are tapping into your evolution. So I'm so happy that you're here tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Saturday night with the ancestors. So you guys know, I don't know if if I'm trying to get a code. I don't know what's happening, but I got a runny nose. So bear with me with my sniffles tonight, guys. I don't know if that's just a download. Let's just get behind this transition into this spring season. It's been warm weather, cold weather, warm weather, cold weather. So I think I'm just getting a little allergies or something. So, but I again love you all. I'm just gonna jump into the reading tonight, guys. And not a ton was coming in today, which is surprising. So we're gonna see what comes in for you guys tonight. Guys, you know that my information is in the description box of this video, as well as the about section of my channel. If you want to get a reading from me, reach out to me. My information is there, okay? Readings are still discounted for the month of February, as well as couple readings as well. So just give me a shout out or reach out to me, send me a DM, send me an email if you want to get a reading. Guys, remember that these readings, they apply to past, present, and future energy. Or future energy, sorry. So take the messages as they resonate. Don't make a story fit for you if it doesn't. I'm going to talk about masculine and feminine energy tonight, maybe. Put yourself where it goes in the story. Put yourself where you go. Put people where they go. These are your puzzle pieces that I'm bringing out. It's up to you guys to kind of piece them together. So I hope that I'm able to give you a golden nugget tonight, something that will spark off your spidey sense, something that will give you confirmation for something that you've been looking for tonight. But we're just going to get into this reading. I'm going to switch decks, actually. Something was like, change this deck. So we're just going to jump into it. I want to see what Spirit has for you. I was thinking about you guys today, and one huge overall energy that I was feeling was what is blocking, what is the Eight of Cups just tried to flip over in the deck. We'll see if it comes over. Are you guys walking away from something or someone, a belief system, a person, need to? Maybe it'll come up in the reading tonight. So let's just jump in. Gang. What messages do you have for your beautiful, lovely nobodies? Spirit. What messages do you have for these beautiful, lovely nobodies? Guys, if you're coming to me tonight or you coming to this channel tonight for a situation, is it your relationship? Is it your job? Is it your career? Is it something you got going on personally? Is it, maybe like an addiction? Whatever it is, put it on your mind. If it's an ancestor, put them on your mind. If you are looking to get information from source, put it on your mind, and hopefully I can tap into it tonight, guys, and be able to maybe get into what maybe Spirit is trying to communicate to you about. But we are starting off your reading tonight, guys, with the Hierophant. Listen, me in this light, there we go. Hierophant, okay? Number 5 card. 5s do symbolize a little bit of change. So maybe you guys got a lot of moving parts in your life right now. Could also signify a conflict with that number 5. This could be someone born in the month of May. This could also be a Taurus, because the Hierophant is a Taurus card, or a fixed sign in general. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Possibly. We also got the 8 of Pentacles with that card. We got the Page of Cups in the reverse. And then we also have the 4 of Pentacles. So I can say for some of you, I definitely see that a lot of you guys have been kind of like maybe not so available to others, to other people. You kind of been to yourself. And I feel like a lot of you are doing a lot of changes. This could be higher levels of institutions. So maybe you guys are, studying. Maybe some of you guys are in school, or maybe you guys are studying for a higher position or a new position, or maybe some type of job training. This could also be a relationship. This could also be a marriage. I do feel like there is someone here that is definitely, I feel, working on coming out of this period of, I feel, kind of like where life is kind of held up. And I don't know if this is due to, because we did see the Eight of Cups try to pop over. So I don't know if this is due to some of you guys recently just walking away from a person or a thing or needing to, but I see this energy of you guys really transitioning through this phase of hard work. You guys are very focused, got your head down, you're focused on family, you're focused on the things that need to be focused on in your life. I don't see a whole lot of, unnecessary things that you are doing that is in your life right now. So I do feel like one message hugely here is that with this 8 and this 4 of Pentacles here, I feel like a lot of you have definitely been nurturing yourself, nurturing your family energy. Maybe you guys have been a lot around home a lot. Maybe you guys have been, maybe if you are in a relationship, maybe you guys have been like, maybe not going out so much, but maybe more keeping to yourself and keeping to the home, or really working on the relationship, really working on things. There's a whole lot of work here that I definitely feel. And for some of you guys, I feel like for some of you guys, there is this energy for a few of you to where I feel like your life has been very maybe mundane, very routine, and that there is a need maybe to kind of like change up, right? Change up the scenery, change up your routine, change up maybe if spice things up in your relationship. I just heard. So for some of you, that could be going on. I do heavily feel like there is maybe a few of you who are also dealing with an issue that has to do with your child, because that Page of Cups sits in the reverse. And I do feel like there's someone here that really wants to work hard to mend a relationship. Again, this is taking something possibly to a higher level of commitment with this Hierophant energy. So maybe some of you are really trying to work through things with a child or one of your kids in your life. Maybe if it's you are the child, lovely nobody, maybe there's a relationship with your parent, maybe that needs to be worked on as well here. I'm just trying to pull out as many situations as I see before I actually try to clarify these cards. I do feel overall, lovely nobody, a lot of you have been... because there's not a lot of cups on the table right now, I feel like a lot of you have been, and I just heard held up in love, and I don't know what it means, and that's why I kind of paused. Held up in love, and I don't know if this is you just kind of making yourself unavailable to love. So maybe you guys are just purposefully not dating, you're not looking. Maybe some of you did recently get out of a relationship, and you are just not ready to date yet, and you're not ready yet, and there's something maybe that needs to be healed before you feel like you can move on. Or for some of you guys that are in a relationship, I do feel like if you guys are in a relationship, maybe things in your relationship are kind of like stagnant, only because I feel like there's someone here that is being very held back with their energy, maybe towards you, lovely nobody, or this is spirit saying maybe there's a situation that you're currently dealing with that you need to hold yourself back from. I do feel like, if we want to flip this to practical life, you see the Hierophant has his hand held up. Pentacles in the tarot definitely could also speak of career and finances. For some of you guys, I'm getting that maybe a lot of you maybe work hard, want to play hard, but it's like you work and then you have to pay all your bills out. It's like I do get a paycheck to paycheck energy a little for some of you. So I feel like if some of you have been trying to figure out ways to increase your income, I feel like some of you guys maybe work more than one job, and it's almost like you can't really get a leg up, almost because you almost like everything that you're bringing in, you're having to put out. And if that resonates with you guys, lovely nobodies, just know that I do feel like there is a need to kind of like, I just heard spring clean your budget. So it's almost like there's this energy. Maybe this is belief system. Maybe the way that we spend money, the relationship that we have with money, and it needs to be checked. Kind of like we need to do like an analyzation of how we spend money. And I feel like for some of you, this is because this year, maybe you are trying to take a relationship to a higher level of commitment. Maybe you are trying to, if you are in a relationship with a person, maybe you guys are trying to buy a house. There's something big that you're trying to do here, lovely nobody. And I do feel like part of you getting to that goal will have to be incorporated with you actually working hard to understand how you see money, how you spend money, how you use money, your relationship with money, okay? Because this Four of Pentacles kind of holding back. It's like, ooh, I need to save. I need to save. And for some of you, this could be that maybe you are penny pinching a little too much. And there's areas of your life where you need to kind of like put money out, put finances out to either do something for yourself, to either buy something nice for yourself or for your home, because you have been saving so much and you haven't been spending money. You have been really working on like having that hard budget. So I feel like, guys, put yourself where you are, balance, right? If you know that you're spending too much in an area, giving up your energy too much in an area, then you need to pull that back and you need to reorganize that, figure out how to organize that more properly for your life. And then for some of you, it's more of like, I need to kind of like save, or maybe I need to give more of my energy. I don't go anywhere. I don't hang out with anyone. I don't do anything. I never really spend money on myself. Every time I, work, I save money and I pay bills, but I don't really, go out and have fun. So whoever you are, wherever you are, put that money, download where it fits for you, because I do feel like for some of you, you really want to like start to buy things more, start to have a little more cushion when it comes to your income. And maybe for some of you guys, you really have been considering, with the Hierophant, how he has his finger right there. He's like, almost like this, like, maybe I need to get another job. Maybe I need to get a side hustle. Maybe I need to do this. Maybe I need to do that. It's very grounded, stable energy here. So I will say right now, lovely nobodies, Spirit does show you in a very grounded earth energy. So there's a lot of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy in this reading tonight. Very grounded, very stable, very practical. So I feel like right now you're making the right choices. You're making the right moves. You're making the right decisions. You feel for yourself. You feel like they're right for yourself. And I see that it's like Spirit has been very much guiding you through this transition. And I say transition because I feel like for a lot of you, there's a part of your life that you kind of like have gotten like, in order for me to get to that thing, that person, that relationship, that marriage, whatever this is for you, it's like, I got to kind of change some things about myself. I got to kind of change, the way I spend money, the way that I organize my day, the time and the minutes that I use in my day. And I feel like you guys are doing a lot of these little small things, or to you, they're considered small, but energetically, they're huge, because they really are putting you in this energy, in this arena of really becoming more stable, more grounded in life. Your approach to life now is more grounded. I want to clarify these cards, Spirit. Why is the Hierophant card there? I mean, just really good energy with you guys tonight. Just overall, I just see really good energy. I do see that Page of Cups in reverse. And I do feel like for a lot of you guys, it's more, I'm getting like, there may have been, and there may be, and there may come some energy of, feeling like you don't have enough. Feeling like some of you guys got your money and your emotions tied together, and we might need to figure out how to kind of like organize that. Meaning, because if you're emotional while you're spending your money, you're either spending too much or you're buying the wrong things. And also, if you're emotional about your money, you might be in this energy of, if you're strapped for cash, or you're always having an issue with paying your bills, or struggling with finances, those emotions sometimes can cause us to be stagnant and not make a move, and not, be so stuck in this rigmarole of like paycheck to paycheck, not having enough, having to pinch here to make this work, having to do this to make this work. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you need to figure out how to detach money from your emotions, because I think for some of you, how people say people emotionally eat when they're stressed out. Some of you guys, when you go through things, maybe, or just in general, you spend money frivolously sometimes, and maybe you need to save. Emperor in the reverse clarifies that Hierophant. Okay, that's the card that comes right before. The Hierophant is the number 5. The Emperor is number 4. Somebody could be 45 in this reading tonight, and they could be an Aries or a Taurus. Heavy on fire. There's a lot of red here. So I do feel like this is right here I'm about to speak about is a marriage or a relationship that I feel is kind of like on pause, on pause right now. So for those of you who are maybe either in relationships or just getting out of a relationship, there's this energy to where I feel like there's a controlling masculine energy, very possessive, very manipulative. This is somebody that's not necessarily in control of their household, their kingdom, their relationship, very out of control. And I'm getting someone that either is For some of you guys, I feel like there's this energy of somebody maybe wanting to take the relationship with someone to another level of commitment, but this Emperor in the reverse, it gives me that someone kind of like hesitates a little with proceeding with this person. I don't know if this is you, lovely nobody, or the person connected to you, but I'm getting this energy of someone who, you know, wants to be in a relationship with someone. However, there's this energy of when things are not good or when things are not the best, somebody, it's like, and again, this could be due to that Page of Cups, those emotions, right? There could be somebody here that, like, when things are not going well in your life, it's like all things go bad, right? So you get in a bad mood, your bad mood permeates your house. You know, you're more snappy with people. If you are in any type of position at your job, you're very cutthroat, you're very tyrant, you like tyrant energy. And I feel like if there is this, like, again, this energy of kind of like someone who wants to hover over a relationship, but they're not doing the best job at it. Okay. So I feel like there is someone here that is in a relationship to where I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is more masculine energies that I'm speaking about, meaning physical men than women right now in this moment. Only because I feel like with the Emperor and the Hierophant here together, I do feel like whoever's in charge of this household, whoever's in charge of this thing, it's kind of like things are getting out of hand. What you're under control over, or what God made you steward over, right? So if you're a mother, it's you, your children, you know, your household, it's your finances. Those are the things, like those are examples of things that, you know, God has put you steward over, right? And it's like someone here knows that people have to look to them for advice, for guidance, for support, for knowledge, for wisdom. This is the Emperor. This is the King of all kings in the reverse. So I do feel like whoever is in charge of this family dynamic, if you will, here, and this could even be if this is at work. If you were even a manager or of any position at work, I feel like for some of you guys, there's a need to check oneself, okay? Because I feel like some of you guys either are the person or you have someone in your energy that is definitely trying to control how you move in life. Definitely is trying to control. It's like this my way or the highway energy. It's like, that's not how I do things. And it's giving me more like this could be possibly a fixed sign. Very my way or the highway, very manipulative. And this person kind of like holds back their energy. Lovely nobodies, be careful of people who switch up on you, right? Be careful, especially if this is a person that you are in a relationship, a person that you are in business partnership with, a person that you are closely tied to work with, if it's your boss. Be careful of people who have this switch up energy, because I feel like for some of you guys, there's somebody in your energy that every now and then, and it's more often than not, you feel like you need to hold back from this person. You feel like you need to hold back your energy and like, ooh, what am I going to get from Jim today? Who is Jim going to be today? Like, am I going to get the nice, sweet Jim? Am I going to get the one that's, you know, the one that's stressed out, has a lot of anxiety, the one that brings home to work? Which Jim am I going to get today? And I'm just using Jim as an example. I just literally just drew that name out. So I'm not speaking of any particular person. But I do feel like for some of you guys, you really need to make sure that you are not giving of yourself to people, your energy at all, to people that you would really work hard to kind of like release it from to types of to energy. So if you know you've released, you know, toxic, rude, catty, you know, gossiping type of energies and people in your life, when you start to be around or in rooms with that, it's like something in your body like gives you the signal that it's like, okay, I don't need to do this. And that's what I'm saying. For some of you guys, you need to trust your senses more when you get around people, because I feel like for a lot of you guys, you really do get this energetic, like, when somebody is not coming towards you with good intent or with goodwill. And if any of you have even experienced this week, this is confirmation that whatever you've been feeling, either about a person or about a thing, you're probably spot on with it. Maybe you don't know clearly like what God is trying to show you about it. And I feel like the more that you communicate with your gang, right, the more that you talk to them, the more that you really tap into your downloads, I feel like for a lot of you, it will become more clear who around you is not for you, shouldn't be for you. You shouldn't be around them. You shouldn't maybe if this is work situation, you shouldn't let what your boss says or whoever these people are affect what you're doing. So put yourself where you go. But I feel like with that Emperor in the reverse with this Hierophant, somebody very much told you, somebody very much abuses their power in a situation. And is this you, lovely nobody? You know, if God put you in a position on a platform, wherever God put you at in life, wherever God put you at, you and God came together to say, hey, I'm gonna accept this person as my wife, right? I want this person to come into my life. I want to marry them. I want to do this. You've almost also taken on the responsibility of being an effective part of that person's life. And when you choose to not, I've had a bad day or I've had a bad week, so I don't want to be a good husband today, or I don't want to be a good lover today. You get what I'm saying? Somebody is choosing when and when not to be who they truly are, right? And I don't know who this is, but there's a tower here. There's a tower. Okay. So I will say for some of you guys in your relationship, and so for some of you, this is a marriage. Okay. The Emperor is a married man. It can be a married man in the tarot. It could also be a father as well. I feel like several things. When the Emperor came out with this tower, I'm getting this energy that some of you guys know that there's time to make a decision when it comes to the lover in your life, the committed person that you are with or were with in your life. So this is what I mean. If some of you guys are not in a relationship, whatever committed relationship that you were in before, and I'm talking about the one that drained you, the one where the person was possessive, controlling, manipulative, you guys fought a lot, there was always drama going on, there was always somebody was not trying to heal. That one, whatever that relationship was, it still has some type of grasp, right, on you, your life, your belief system. So if you're not in a relationship now, what I'm saying is that past energy or the past energy of that person, something that we haven't healed from, we haven't came to a knowing about or acknowledge, is keeping us from either moving on and actually getting out there and dating, is either keeping us from treating the new person that we're with the right way because we haven't healed from the past person. There's definitely this energy of somebody like that hasn't really unlocked that part of why we still are how we are now is because either the relationship that we're currently in, who are we currently sleeping with, who we currently are married to, who are we currently with, or the person we just were with, okay? Because with the Emperor in the reverse in a tower, whoever this person is, it's like, ooh, I just heard I can't stand your ass. Some days it's so hard to talk to this person, lovely nobody. If this is your boss, I mean, for some of you guys, you come into work and you literally be minding your business. And for some of you guys, it's like your boss comes in with an attitude. He comes in being negative. He comes in yelling out and barking orders. And for some of you guys, and I just heard, what is this? Everybody plays a fool, something like that. Something about everybody playing the fool. So for some of you guys, I don't know if this is in relationship or in your job, because I feel like we got job situation, we got relationship here, both. Okay. Some of you guys could be dealing with both situations. Everybody plays the fool was just playing in my head. And it's giving me the energy that for some of you guys, when this person is like this, I feel like maybe in the past, you used to entertain it. You used to go for the fight. You used to argue back. And then once you realize that you didn't want to do this anymore, kind of like you never wanted to be a person who argued. You never wanted to be a person that was, always had calamity with somebody or that was full of strife or was always bickering with someone. You never wanted to be that person. But there was a part of you that kind of like, at first, maybe you entertain fights with this person, but you got to a place to where you're like, okay, this person's not trying to change. It's like every time this or that happens, and a lot of you guys, it has to do with finances and money in your home. I feel that too. It's like every time it's almost like you got to a place where you just stop arguing with a person. Because I think that you saw after a little while, it's like, I am foolish for continuing to argue with this person. They have no intentions of changing. They have no intentions on being nice. They have no intentions on healing whatever is going on at their home or in their home, so that they won't have to come into work yelling at me and all of the rest of my coworkers, whatever this is, whoever this is, lovely nobody. I do feel like in the past, you gave people passes or you kind of like entertained it a little bit. In other words, I'm saying whatever type of foolish you were being or are being, lovely nobody. So for some of you guys, this could be your current relationship. Whatever type of foolish that you're being or you're choosing to be, if it was from the past, see it for what it is. Okay, I was foolish for allowing that person to get over on me for that much time. Or, I was foolish for treating that person. Maybe you were the one that did it to them. I was foolish for treating that person how da 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 da. And I don't want to move into new relationships, new friendships, new whatever situationships with people and do them like that. So there's this huge energy of really a huge change being required for some of you guys to kind of like move on and move past and move through this energy. So for those of you who are in a relationship and it ain't going that well, and it's not going well because I feel like there's the masculine energy here makes the feminine energy kind of like hold back. Like, I don't even want to. Okay, you got it. Like, it's almost like you got to this point where like anything that they say, it's just like, all right, like I'll just, because I don't want to start no fight. I don't want shit to go left. I'm tired of arguing. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And for some of you guys, maybe you feel like there's something that needs to move, shift, happen for you guys to really. And for some of you guys, the only way is to leave. For some of you guys, the only way is going to be to walk away. Because I feel like for some of you, the Hierophant with this tower here gives me like, I've built this huge structural foundation, right? This is either belief system. This is either me not leaving something or someone that I should. This is either me having a fear of the unknown to take that leap and jump into that new career, that career path, that business I want to start, whatever this is. It's foundational. And with the Hierophant, it tells me the Hierophant is a very fixed energy. It is also a spiritual teacher as well. So I do feel like it's almost like these things that have been happening in our life, we kind of have always maybe kind of like going through them the same way, right? We've always handled it the same way. We always responded the same way. But I think after a while, we kind of got like the hangman might come up in this reading tonight. We might have gotten like, damn, like this keeps happening to me or around me or with me attached to it. And I need to figure out why and how, because I feel like for some of you guys, you kind of like just stayed in something for the routine of it. And I just heard functioning and dysfunction. Some of you guys have been doing that. Okay. I'm gonna deeply clarify that tower in a second, but I want to keep moving. The Eight of Pentacles is there. The Eight of Pentacles is there. Three of Wands. So for some of you guys, I feel like some of you guys, you're just waiting for the opportunity. Some of you guys are waiting for the next fight with your person. So that's for some of you. Some of you guys are waiting for the opportunity to really get out of the situation that you're in. Some of you guys are really ready to move on to something that you have really chosen to kind of like, because before the Three of Wands was the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is choosing the path. What path am I going to take? Right? You remember the two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both. That Road Not Taken poem by I think it's Robert Frost. You chose to take a path, and it's almost like now somebody's been working really, really hard to kind of like put themselves into the energy of being able to actually achieve some of the things that they want in life, to be able to actually effectively walk out the path that they have chosen for themselves. Because I feel like for some of you, you know that you have more control than you realize in your own journey, in your own path. So a lot of you guys have been really working hard, and what you've been working hard for is about to come in. With that Three of Wands being beside that Emperor in the reverse, with the Tower. For some of you guys, you might be in a marriage and there's third-party situation. For some of you guys, you might be in a committed relationship with somebody and you know there's a third-party situation going on. You remember earlier when I just said everybody plays the fool? Some of you guys could be turning a blind eye to third-party energy in your relationship. So if that's you, I feel like Spirit is like letting you know, okay, we see what's going on in your life. We kind of feel like, you don't necessarily want to be in this. You don't necessarily want this, because when you pray to us and when no one's looking and you are kind of like thinking to yourself, we can hear you, we can feel you. We know that you don't want to be in this, that you don't want to move out of this, but we also know that you're scared of the unknown. We also know that there's a part of you that would rather than step out and just take the road less traveled by. That comfort zone is more where you want to be. So we kind of have also not seen you try to move yourself out of this. And guys, like our spirits will support us no matter what, but I feel like they try to do the best that they can, or energy or source or whatever you want to call it, whatever you believe in, to get you to the place that you want to be. they kind of nudge you to get through the place you want to be. It's through, all your senses, remember, right? Anything that you wouldn't normally see, hear, think, taste, smell, know, or touch, taste, whatever you want to call it, all your senses. It's usually a download, okay? And I feel like they do whatever they can to kind of get you to the path that you actually wanted to be on. And I think for some of you, you don't think that's going to come through. Okay, today is the day that you need to tell this person you don't want to be with them anymore. Okay, today is the day that you need to put that 2 weeks notice in, because that's the last time that they're going to short you $100 on your paycheck. You get what I'm saying? Some of you guys have been kind of just letting little stuff go on, thinking that it's small, but spiritually, energetically, it's huge. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're about to realize pretty soon that what you think these little moves that you have or have not been making haven't had any kind of effect. Like some of you guys are really about to see the fruition of the work that you have been doing or not, right? That's on both sides because the tower is there. So let's just say for some of you guys, you realize that an evolution needs to happen in your life. You realize that you need to shine a light on those shadows that you have, but you just choosing not to. I'm not ready, God. Like, it's not time yet. Like, give me, because for a lot of us, we're human beings. We live in this beautiful, United States of America, where areas that you live, and we feel like we're so entitled to, maybe sometimes we think we have so much time. And I think a lot of us really won't slow down and just really see, like, if I really just do this every day, take one day at a time, like my life will become better. My life will become more lighter. I will begin to wake up more happier. I will begin to attract more happier things, by more high vibrational things. And I think for some of you guys, you didn't realize that maybe your breakthrough is going to come through you having to kind of like leave people behind, walk away from people, walk away from things. And for some of you guys, that's just really how it's going to happen. Nine of Wands also clarifies that Eight of Pentacles. So we already went from the 3 to the Nine of Wands. So lovely nobodies, I already know that the path that you've chosen, for some of you guys, it's not going to be, or I can already see it, and maybe this is past energy for some of you. It's not going to be the easiest, right? I just heard Mama never said it would be easy. Something about, no, Mama said there would be days like this. There would be days like this. Mama said. I just heard that play in my ear. Some of you guys have had a few struggles. Some of you guys have had, maybe the past 9 months to a year, so where you really have gone through ups and downs, maybe financially, maybe you've gone through a job change. Maybe for some of you guys, you went through a relationship change, or you're about to go through these things. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, the Nine of Wands is like, oh, I'm in it. I'm all in it. I'm sticking to the last man falls down. Like, I'm in the front line of the war and I'm not dropping my wands. And then if you look at this Nine of Wands, it's almost like you see this person has all these wands, and it's like, I'm just waiting for the next warrior that might try to come through here and like infiltrate my camp, but no one's coming. It's like you still got your guard up. So for some of you guys, I don't know if this is you needing to, keep fighting, right? Continue and persevere. For some of you guys, this could be someone feels like there's times where I just want to give up. There's times where I just want to throw in the towel because I don't see, where I'm, because it landed beside the tower now. So I'm looking at it this way, and I'm looking at these cards this way. And the way that it sits this way is, you saw he's scared of that tower. It's like, I don't want to drop the fight, but I don't want to drop the way that I do this. I don't want to, I want to change, but I'm scared of what happens if I do change. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there is this energy, lovely nobodies, and that's fire energy as well. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. I feel like there is this passion, this drive, this creativity, this inspiring life, and also things that we want to do. But I do feel like for some of you guys, there's times this shit is just not working. So whether this is your efforts is making a dead relationship work. I just heard, and this is something that one of my mentors says, but I just heard it right now. Some of you guys are trying to give CPR to dead situations. I just literally heard that. One of my mentors, she says that. Stop trying to give CPR to dead situations. I don't know who that was for, but it's like some of you guys keep trying to revive a relationship. That shit's not going to work. Some of you guys keep telling yourself they're going to change. I'm going to change. I'm going to do it. The tower, it needs to fall. There's something here that you have told yourself, that you have built yourself to believe. There is a way of there's a behavior, a pattern. There's something that you do, or the person that you're with, for a lot of you, is a person very close to you, is you see it, and it's toxic, and you know it needs to die either within yourself, or, and even if it is the person tied to you, you're watching them do it, and you're still not walking away from them. Okay, so for some of you guys, who are you enabling? And then for some of you guys, are you the diseased, is what I heard. Are you the one that's diseased? Are you the one that has the ailment, right? The spiritual ailment? Are you the one with all of the fear, all of the doubt? Are you the one with the toxicities? Are you the one with this belief system? For some of you guys, you have a belief system. Some of you guys have had, when from your childhood, a very absent father in your life, or you had a father that was very abusive, very manipulating, very nasty. And I feel like for some of you guys, that this father could have been also in some type of religious order as well, right? So we're talking about somebody that could have had a father that was a pastor, but an abusive father, something like that. Okay, some of you guys could have had that, but I could have had that. But I do feel, lovely nobodies, there is somebody here that very much experience not the best views of men in their life, especially their father. Okay, and I feel like for a lot of you guys, I just heard, for some of you guys, that's one of your number one fears. Like, you don't want to be like him. And for some of you guys, you're just not. And I don't know if that's what you're telling yourself. I don't know if somebody told you that. I don't know if your mother, when you grew up, or your father, when you grew up, there's this energy of like, you're just like, oh, that's crazy, because my mom used to say that all the time when I was little. So that definitely, I feel like for one of you guys, it definitely has happened, because the voice of my mother, and my mother is transitioned. She's passed, right? Just came to my head. And my mom would get upset with me sometimes because I'm totally a daddy's girl. And not that I would be on his side all the time, but like, it usually was her, right? And so if me and my mom would be talking on the phone, and I would just give her like a difference of opinion sometimes. She was just like, you just like a damn daddy. She would say things like that. And it was comical to me, but maybe sometimes it wasn't, because it bothered me. Maybe sometimes when she said it, I laugh about it now. But for some of you guys, you might have grown up that way. You might have grown up with one of your parents, especially if your parents were not together, telling you that the other parent, like saying negative things about the other parent. I do feel like that. And for some of you guys, if you are in a relationship with a masculine person, I feel like whoever the masculine is in any of your relationships, the masculine, or you, if you are the masculine, there's severe trauma that is tied to one's father. Okay, I definitely feel that here. So, lovely nobodies, I just want you to know that it's up to you, because that Hierophant being there, it does let me know that somebody maybe possibly has kind of like stamped it in their mind, in their head, and maybe other people have, ushered this in as well, that they're going to be like somebody that came before them, and you're not, right? Now if you are, then it's up to you to get behind that. But there's heavily this energy of someone's father being a huge issue, and why someone is how they are. And maybe other people have told this person that you're like that, and that has kind of like been stamped on your heart. So there's a part of you that feels like, well, damn, maybe I am like my, sorry dad, or my sorry mom, or my deadbeat mom, whatever this is. I feel like there's this energy there. And for some of you guys, I think that you try not to let on how much it affects you, but it does. Okay. So there's an opportunity to heal that there. Even with these 3 and the 9 of wands together, that's 12 wands. It still breaks down to 3 of wands. And it does let me know there's this energy of, you guys have always been waiting. For a lot of you guys that have experienced that father energy, you've always been waiting for something from your father or your mother. This could be any parent. I feel like it's a lot of fathers that you'll never get. I just heard, stop waiting for an apology you'll never get. Okay. Be okay with an apology that you'll never get. For some of you guys, there's a huge disconnect with the relationship between you and your father. And for some of you, you guys wish it would change. You wish it had never changed to begin with. For some of you guys, you wish you had never spent so many years of your life without your father, because for some of you guys, you realize, especially where you are, if you are single, or if you are in a relationship that's struggling, or a marriage that's struggling, or if you are a single parent, right? you realize how not having that parent in your life, how much it has kind of like made an effect on your life, right? It doesn't define who you are, but I feel like for some of you guys, because you've taken on that energy so much, it's up to you when you stop believing that narrative, all right? You are not them, you are not him, you are not her, you are something different. You are something. If they were horrible, you're something better. You have to tell yourself these things, and you have to actually act them out as well, right? You can't tell yourself that you're a better person and you go home and you beat your kids every day, because that's just not better. Okay. What I'm saying is like there's this energy of someone that might be in a struggling relationship with their person, but a lot of it is hugely tied to the absence of a parent or the relationship that someone had with their parent. Page of Cups is there. It might speak more about it here because that is a child. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords in the reverse. There's a lot of anxiety and stress, even fear, lovely nobodies, because I feel like for some of you, because there is a relationship, I feel where something happened between you and a person. I feel like there was a lot said for some of you between you. There's communication. Let's just say that. Whether this is two people, there's some type of communication that someone's very heavily stressed over here, lovely nobody. And this is the first time I've seen swords in this reading. So this is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy. But heavily on this, someone being very sorry here for what they communicated to someone else. Someone having anxiety and stress over, I feel, a decision that I feel like there's someone here waiting on something from someone. I don't know if this is an apology or this is somebody holding back, going towards somebody that they need to apologize to. There's something that maybe some of you guys need to fix in your life with a person. Some of this, it could be a father, a parent-child situation. This could also be a sibling situation. There's something that needs to be fixed, mended between two parties here, 2 to 3 parties. I feel like it's up for a lot of you is 2. There's a few 3s in this reading today, though, because 9s is multiples of 3. You got 2 9s. You got the 3 of Wands, but the 3 and the 9 of Wands still breaks down to 3. So there's a lot of 3s energy. So March could bring or usher in a lot of new energy, or some of this could actually literally happen in March. Some of you guys could be Pisces or Aries born in March, because the Emperor is also on the table. But I do feel, lovely nobodies, if there's any stress or any anxiety in your life right now, especially for you guys who are really worried about things not working out in life, things, especially in areas where I'm putting out work or I'm putting in effort for this, but I'm not seeing anything. There's a lot of stress tied to a situation. And I want you to know that Spirit sees that. And for a lot of you guys, because we know that the 9 of Swords is like what we tell ourselves, right? So in this card, the meaning of this card is like, maybe we're spinning the wrong narrative. Maybe we're continuing to hold on to the wrong narrative. Maybe we're telling ourselves things that will never happen. Maybe we are crying over spilled milk and we still have stress and anxiety over that thing that we did to that person, but there's nothing that we can do because we already did it. There's nothing we can do about what already was done, right? The 5 of Cups might show up, the spilled milk card. Somebody has heavy anxiety about something that they cannot control or something that already happened. So for you guys, if you are dealing with situations in your life, especially in relationships, to where, guys, life is short. Especially where conversations go left, where things are not working out, we're not saying anything, but we go to bed thinking about it. We go before bed thinking about it. We're at work and we're stressed out thinking about either how our life is not working out, how I don't want to go home tonight because I don't want to fight with my person, how things are stressed out with the kids at home, how business and finances are super stressed. Maybe some of you guys have your own businesses, and businesses are not going well. There's some of you guys that have your own business, and maybe like getting insurance or there's an issue with some of you guys who have businesses or have your own business. Maybe you have a few employees. There's going to be an issue this year, or a challenge maybe working through insurance for your employees. I just felt that. So that might be a thing with some of you guys this year. Insurance for employees. Maybe some of you guys who work for major companies, maybe you got open enrollment coming with your insurance companies. If you do, this is your reading for sure. Heavily on the stress and anxiety. And I feel like for some of you guys, it's like, how long are you going to keep telling yourself these things? How long are you going to keep letting that fight that already happened affect you, bother you? Move on it, right? Go apologize. Go ask them, can you have a conversation? Go ask them, can we go out for coffee and talk about what happened? It's like, for some of you guys, there is anxiety and stress in an area, but some of you aren't moving on it. You're just moving on it. It's just here and there's no action, right? Because there's wands here, but then these swords make me feel like action needs to be taken for some of you, but some of you guys are keeping it up here. Like, out about it. I'm so affected by it happening. I'm so, hurt that I lost them, or I'm so hurt that I can't do this, or whatever this is that we're telling ourselves up here, there's no physical action happening. Okay. So if that's you, lovely nobodies, what is God asking you to move in? What is God asking you to get out of your head, off of your butt, right? And actually move in? What is God telling you to get up and do? Who is God telling you to pick up the phone and call and apologize? Who is God telling you, like, just put the application in? Who is God saying tonight to just take the leap, right? Whatever you have anxiety and stress about, this is like a mental prison that some of you guys are putting yourselves in. Somebody could be putting themselves in a mental prison in your energy, lovely nobody, over what they did to you, over what they said to you, over what they didn't say to you, over how they let you go, over how they wish they didn't let you go. Whatever this is, it's tied to you and your energy. So for some of you guys, if you know that this is not you that possesses this energy, and the person it's already like, I already identify who this is. It's like, that's Charles. Like, I know that that's Charles and that's my ex or whatever. And you're not with that ex, then that, if I'm reading this and it resonates with you and you are not with that person, hello, the person's energy is still tied to you, because I don't even know you. So how am I even reading this for your life if it's not still tied to you? Okay. So if some of you guys are out of a relationship, in a new one, and the energy of your ex is showing up in this reading, do you still have any of their stuff in your house? Do you still wear any of their jewelry? Do you still have their old t-shirt in that back drawer that is still something of theirs is still tied to you, or you energetically think about this person? Or you still, there's some type of tie. You guys have to figure out what it is. I will say this, and I feel like I said this to one of my clients this week. If you guys have an ex, especially one that was toxic, especially one that you really are trying to really release yourself from energetically, spiritually, like, damn, you having to almost every day, like, I'm having to clear my energy of this person from my mind because they keep coming to my mind. Well, part of that is probably they're thinking about you, but another part of that is that maybe there's actual physical things in my space that are tied to that person, and memories and energy that's tied to that person that could be around you. So be careful with things that we still keep and hold, guys. I know a lot of us might have houses and we might have apartments and things like that with people. We might live with people and one leaves and the person is still there. That's still heavy energy, and that still applies to what I'm saying. But I know that, like, moving is not as easy as you getting rid of his t-shirts or her t-shirts. You get what I'm saying? So whatever that needs to be worked out in your life, or however that needs to be worked out in your life, just know that, because I just felt that for some of you guys, the energy of your ex is still in your life because you still got some of their stuff. So be careful, okay? Now, I Page of Cups, I'm still clarifying. Chariot in the reverse. Cancer energy, okay? Cancer in the reverse. Okay, there's a Cancer survivor here. As soon as I said a Cancer in the reverse, that makes me happy. If you are a Cancer survivor, this is your reading. I just literally heard Cancer survivor, and some of you guys might have had a Cancer scare, because this is the card of the Cancer. You said this person looks scared on here. It gives me Cancer scare. So some of you guys might have had a Cancer scare before in your life, or maybe you have a person in your energy that had like this other person that I'm talking about. So maybe your ex, or maybe the person that you're with, or if this is your mother, and you know that your mother has already been spoken about in this reading, and somebody had a Cancer scare. Or will, right? I do feel like somebody's Cancer is in remission right now. So could be more, this could be multiple things. I feel like Cancer that somebody's in remission from. And I also feel like somebody is going to get a Cancer scare. But I feel like with the Cancer scare, more than anything, it is going to be scary. And it's so like somebody's father, because the Emperor is there, somebody's father could get a Cancer diagnosis this year. A Cancer scare, or this could be someone's father, or this, if you guys know that this is one of your ancestors who did have a Cancer scare or who did die of cancer, possibly was an Aries. This could be a reading, or born in the month of April. I do feel that. But without Chariot and the reverse energy, I do feel like there's somebody heavily holding back, or something that they want to go say to somebody, something that they want to go clear up. Somebody wants somebody to come to them and clear something up that they did to them. So wherever you are in that situation, lovely nobody, put yourself there. For some of you guys who are dealing with the work situation, it's almost like the Chariot is in the reverse is also non-focused. Your movement has slowed down. You got scattered energy. Um, so I do feel like for some of you guys, the conditions at work have become so stressful, or maybe if this is you and your business, it's become so stressful that I feel like there's a need, right? There's a need to be literally like, okay, you need to take a couple days off. You need to kind of like fall back, right? Because there's so much stress, so much anxiety on really trying to like get to that next level, get to that next thing. Some of you guys are working so hard in business that you almost literally forgetting about your family. It's like you work sun up to the sun go down, and by the time you get home, your kids be asleep already. Okay. Balance. Guys, figure out how to have a work and life balance, because relationship and career is in this reading tonight. And now that I'm talking about it more, it's almost like I feel like there's a more huge message of make sure we have a healthy work life balance. So maybe that's what this is with this Emperor in the reverse. Emperor in the reverse could also be an extreme overworker. Like, I'm so overworked. I work so hard. I work 1,000 hours, and I don't have time to maybe give to my career, my family, my family unit, my wife. Maybe I don't get to take my husband out, whatever this is, that could apply to you guys. So if that's the case, I do feel like with the Hierophant and the Four of Pentacles there in that situation, it's like we've been holding back from really like acknowledging that we need some creative energy in all of this work, mayhem, life process. So some of you guys, we need to take those kids out. Let's have a fun weekend. Some of you guys, you need to take your boo out. You need to have a night out. You need to have a weekend out. Let somebody babysit these kids. And I feel like there's a need to kind of like step out, because some of you guys have really been stressed out about work. There's a need to kind of switch that up, change that energy. And I feel like for a lot of you, it literally is going to have to do with you taking physical action to like go out of your space. I do feel like for some of you guys, if anything is happening in your life that has you so scattered, so unfocused on what you should be doing. So for some of you guys, maybe your work is being thrown off by a situation that you're having either with your person, a family member, or something here. God sees that, universe sees that. And it's almost like we need to come to this realization that first, some of you handle a lot on your own. I definitely feel this energy with the Four of Pentacles being there. Like, I got it. Like, some of you guys have been accustomed to, and maybe you've grown up seeing people just really internalize things and handle things on your own. Some of you guys need help. That's what I'm trying to say. Some of you need more help than you're asking for. And if I say what areas are you guys needing help in, I feel like for some of you guys do have a struggle maybe with finances. And this is either you, again, rob Peter to pay Paul. You live paycheck to paycheck, or you just really don't know how to spend money well. You haven't really been taught how to pay bills properly. And so I feel like there's a need to heal that area of your life. So that could come through you actually getting someone maybe in your family or someone that's trusted to kind of teach you more about money. This could be for some of you guys who are financially able to do it. Get a financial advisor and like reach out to somebody. Another area that you might be struggling in is for some of you guys when it comes to the work that you're putting out. So for some of you maybe that have your own businesses, it's like that creative energy. Though getting those creative juices flowing, it's almost like writer's block is what I just heard. So for some of you guys, if work hasn't been going the best, so the project or the work you've been putting out has been kind of stale and it hasn't been as new, as fresh, as innovative as either the company wants or your boss wants or the partner needs. So some of you guys, it's almost like needing to realize that maybe your approach or the way switch it up, right? If there's a need to switch up how we are maneuvering in our relationship with our person and we love them and we care about them, or maneuvering in our relationship and in the relationships to where we feel like, okay, this is not going anywhere. How you maneuver at work when work is very, very stressful and there's things going on around us at work that are got us like all running in circles and running. And I just heard like a chicken with our head cut off. It's like there's a need to get behind these energies, guys. Like really, because for some of you guys, you might have been unfocused and unfocused and very scattered lately. And I remember even at the beginning, before I even clarified these cards, I said the energy around you looks very good. It looks very stable. Now that I say stable and I see all of these cards, stable also applies to kind of like what's not going well in your life is stable, meaning it's just not going well. It's just being what it is, right? It's on a flat line, right? So be careful with that, because energy being stable is not necessarily always good. Like I just said, if you keep working all day, all night, all day, all night, all day, all night, all day, and you don't come home until your kids go to sleep, it's like you could get stuck in that, right? Because you need to make money for your family. Yes, but like, how long are you going to go without taking your wife out? And how long do you think she's going to sit home, wait for you to take her out? Like months before something else happens. There are threes in this reading, and I already talked about third parties. So that's what I'm saying. Guys, the areas that you clearly know need to be balanced, balance them. Because if you don't, just be okay with what you get from it, right? We all have free will. Karma is going to come to all of us, whether good or bad. Okay. So whatever you put out, you are going to get back. So for some of you, if you do feel like you have been spending a lot of time really trying to like really get a leg up in business, really get the career going, really get the money coming in, you know, maybe that there's a need to have a conversation with your family. Like, hey, these next couple months, you know, it's going to be a little more challenging because I have to work a little, you know, a few extra hours, because I know we want to, you know, build that new roof on the house, and I'm going to be away. But I will do my best to make sure that, you know, we are still dating, and that, you know, the things for the kids still get taken care of, and we'll figure out a schedule together, and I'm here for you and I support you. And if you ever need me, like, there needs to be that type of conversation, because I feel like for some of you guys, y'all just letting stuff fall down in your relationships with people, and you ain't really doing anything to pick them up. Okay. So again, if you and the things with you and your boo ain't going good, it's like they just not going good, and we just got used to either arguing every day or coming home and not speaking to each other, or me never seeing you, and when you walk in, I'm just like, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Functioning and dysfunction. Be careful with that. Four of Pentacles is there. Four of Pentacles is there. Temperance, balance. And I just got done talking about temperance. This is a Sagittarius card, so there might be a Sagittarius in this reading tonight. Temperance is here, okay? Balance. And you see her with this cup in her hand. Balance, balance, balance. Some of you guys, again, some of you see how this holding back energy, and you said the drinks pouring. She literally about to pour drinks in both of these cups. So for some of you guys, you might need to slow down if you on the drinking, okay? So that could be for some of you guys. I need to slow down on the drinking. Anything that with the Emperor in the reverse, the Tower, and the Temperance, and the Hierophant, all the majors in this reading, and the Chariot because it's scattered. Just looking at those, again, there's a drinking problem here for sure. There's also someone here who might have an issue with scattered thoughts. So even with this Temperance card, because now the Temperance card lays beside this Nine of Swords, so it applies to this card as well. You see how we go up and down in our energy, so like back and forth with mind struggle. With mind struggle. So again, so this could be somebody that has up and down like mental energy, highs and lows in your mental. And I'm not saying that anyone has like a literal diagnosed mental issue, but maybe someone does in this reading. Like maybe you've been diagnosed with anxiety, depression, or you're a person possibly. I do feel like there is somebody here that is not making it aware, or some of you guys know that the person in your life, or it's you got mental, it's like there's a mental imbalance. I just literally heard that, like a chemical imbalance. So some of you guys it do you well to go and see someone that's qualified to kind of help you organize your thoughts and your feelings and what's going on with you, because that Nine of Swords and the Page of Cups, and then both in the reverse with the Temperance beside them, it just gives me energy that someone does need help, and they're really holding back from getting the help that they need. This is holding back. She's like, ooh, no, I'm good. I don't need to change that about myself. But I'm not ready yet, right? And for some of you guys, it's like, when is it going to dawn on you? Even with the Temperance, she's got how she has like can you see around her head, like the sparks of like, aha, like, fuck, like I need to balance this out for my life. It's not working for me. So for those of you who are going through, drinking issues, there's issues with mental stress. Some of you guys, there's issues with like going towards other people. Third party's energy. So some of you, there's guys, whatever towers need to fall in your life, you know that they need to fall, right? It's like, sometimes it's like, I do my best to give you guys these messages as your gang brings them to me. But even in my head, because I'm in the room, wow, it's hard to explain this, But it's almost like when I do these readings, and I've said this to you guys before, a lot of times I have to watch them back because I don't remember what I said. Because a lot of times I do be channeling, right? But I'm always in the room, even if I'm channeling. I know when this is somebody else's, energy coming forward. I know because I can see myself watching me say this. So what I'm saying is like in the back of my mind, I'm just like, why do I feel like I'm talking to these people like they're kids? Because like I'm saying what spirit is giving me, but even in my mind, I'm like, Christy, why are you talking to these people? Like these people are grown. They know what the hell going on. They know what they're doing. They know what they're not doing. They know, who they're sleeping with. They know that they drink too much, or they know they do drugs too much, or whatever this is. Somebody is not controlling what they're doing. Okay. And I feel like some of you guys are in this energy of where, okay, I need balance in that area, or I see that person in my life needs to be balanced in that area. And all I'm saying is for you, lovely nobodies, only speaking to you because you're the one watching. It's either you're going to continue to watch a person be sick, be toxic, be whatever, and you're going to continue to turn a blind eye and get what you get from God and the universe, or you're going to choose, and it's going to be a hard choice. It's going to be a challenging one. It's going to be a tough one. You're going to choose to kind of like, okay, for my soul's growth, I need to step outside of this situation. I need to detach from this person, whether it's family, whether it's a loved one. I don't care who it is. Okay. I don't care who it is. Sometimes when it comes to your soul, you guys can't play. It's almost like your gang don't play about you. So why would you play about you? Right? The spirits who are assigned to you, the energy that surrounds you every day, that carries you throughout every day, that sends you in downloads, the you within you, the inner you, the little you, is assigned to you. They don't care about what's going on out on the outside. They care about what you do in every situation, how you move, how it makes you feel, how they make you feel. And your gang is only going to see you, because this is a tower. This is what we're talking about right now, this tower. They're only going to see you for so long, ignore it, ignore them, before they cause some more shit to happen for you to really, really see and have no choice but to walk away, have no choice but to get out of it, have no choice but to go towards it, okay? That's just how the law of attraction works. It's just how it works. So for some of you guys, you do have this tower maybe coming into your life. Maybe you guys are going through a tower right now, but I do feel like there is this upheaval of, I cannot allow who I know I've allowed myself to become to like taint where I'm going. It's like, if you know that you're a jerk and you're an asshole, then acknowledge it, fix yourself or not, but be okay with what you get if you don't change your life, guys. Be okay with what we get if we don't change our life. It's like, I want to be in a healthy, loving relationship. And I'm just like giving a conversation to myself just based on me looking at these cards. There's someone here that wants to be in a very loving, stable relationship, right? They want to feel secure. They want to feel stable. Someone really wants to take a path towards, happiness, the things that someone wants in life, the vibrancy of life. However, there is someone in my life, right? I'm putting myself in this. There's someone in my life that I feel is trying to control the narrative of who I am. So this is belief system or an actual person. There's something here that I feel like I can't, get to because this person or this thing is here, right? So if I want to, get a new job, if I want to start that business, if I want to leave that relationship, if I want to, ask them to marry me, there's a part of me that is not allowing me to go and do it or not do it. Okay. So whatever that is what I'm saying, lovely nobodies, you need to identify with it, because right now, if it's like you realize there's a lot of scattered energy around y'all. And I'm telling you now, I feel scattered even talking about this, even saying it now, because I feel like for a lot of you, you've been waiting for something different. But I think through situations, and for some of you through a tower, right? Something is going to happen to you or someone in your life or someone in your energy to make you see like, oh, I need to change course. I need to go the other way. I need to do the other thing. Or no, I need to go and get them. No, that's the person for me. That's the partner for me. That's the business that I want to buy. Whatever this is, you've been wanting to do it so long and you've been wanting it for your life for so long that spirit is about to come in and kick that damn tower down. I'm telling you that right now. That tower is about to come down, but guys, it needs to, okay? It needs to. If we are working in jobs where people are taking advantage of us, where people are not respecting us and, see our value. If we are working in jobs to where we feel like we're overworked and underpaid, hello, you need to leave. That it was so easy to say, and I get it, but you need to leave. They don't respect you. They don't value you. So that means that on a level, you are okay with people who don't respect you and don't value you. Flip it to a relationship, right? You're cheating on your person, right? You're cheating on them. You're talking to other people on the phone. You got a work husband, you got a work wife, all this stuff, right? But you just can't simply go home and be honest with your person and tell them that you're not in love with them anymore. You don't want to go home and just be like, I don't want to do this. And have a real conversation. It's like, we want changes, but we're not doing what we need to cause the change or to get the change to affect in our life. So guys, it's like, you can't have one. I just heard, and I think this comes from the Christian church or the actual Bible. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. And I think I said that in a different way from one of my mentors, Abraham Hicks. Like, I love to watch Abraham Hicks videos, one of the most amazing, profound YouTube channels I've ever found. Abraham Hicks, 14-minute videos. I watch them like daily, right? I watch them so much. And faith without works is dead. It's like, if you want to believe in something that you can't see, right? Faith, right? Faith is believing in what you cannot see, being delusional, right? Faking it till you make it. Whatever you want to call it, however you want to put it. It's like faith without works. It's like, oh, I want to win the lottery, right? Doesn't it require you to buy a ticket to win the lottery? So you praying to win the lottery every day and you never go buy a ticket. Faith without works is dead. Like, you need to make action towards your faith, in faith, to even have a chance at getting that thing. Okay. But Abraham Hicks spins it, and the way that she says it is, it is not possible for one to achieve the reality that they want while focusing on their current reality if their current reality does not have what they want in it, right? So if my current reality, so let's just say I want to be, married to a person who's very stable, very loving, right? My person, right? It's a list of a person, right? And I want that for my life, right? I want that for myself. However, I'm so focused on not being in a relationship. I'm so focused on not feeling loved and not being loved. I'm more focused on, when is my person coming in? It's never going to come because I'm focused on the absence of it rather than it being there. So for some of you guys, it's almost like, again, faith without works is dead. Fake it till you make it. If you want something, you need to believe that it's already going to happen for you. If you want to be a CEO, you need to go, and I don't care where you work. I don't care if you work at 7-Eleven. You need to walk into 7-Eleven like you were the CEO of 7-Eleven every day. If a CEO is what you're trying to be, right? Delusional. Faith without works is dead. How can I tell myself, how can I have dreams and I just say them and put them out, but I really don't act or believe in that dream? I don't really walk like I believe in that dream. You over here praying for a husband and you don't get up and act like a wife every day. You don't act like one. You don't act like one. You've been praying for a wife every day and you get up and you don't act like a husband. So guys, what I'm saying is like, put yourself where you need to be or where you want to be in your life, right? So if your current reality is, you're single and you're looking for love and you want to be in a loving, healthy relationship or a marriage, then you need to literally, physically say that. And then you need to act that out for your life, right? You need to wake up every day and do the things that you would do if you were someone's wife, right? Without that person there. A lot of times, talk out loud, right? If you're single, like, husband, wife, out loud. I totally support you. You're my best friend. I feel like I can speak to you about anything. I feel so healthy and so safe with you and around you. It's like, you got to speak these things over your life. Because the absence of what we want is there no matter what. So you're either going to focus on the absence of a thing or you are going to focus on, I'm going to get it. Like, I'm going to get it. There's nothing else that's going to tell me that I'm not going to get this thing, be this thing, have this thing. Okay. So I hope that was able to help you, because I feel like for a lot of you guys that are single, if you are watching this, I feel like a lot of us want a relationship, but if you really think about it, like, think about your day to day, your moment to moment. Are you that? Right? Some of you guys that, well, you want a husband that makes $100,000 a year. He's got ripped abs and he's this and this. Are you that? Are you that? It's like, go get your match. If that's not you, then why are you praying for that? You get what I'm saying? And if you are praying for that, get yourself there. Get yourself there, because that person that you dream of, that you're speaking about, obviously is on a higher vibration. Raise your vibration and you'll get there. You know what I'm saying? So put yourself in the spiritual and energetic room that you're looking to get to already, right? You want to be a CEO, you want to be the manager of the company that you're working for. I need you to walk in there tomorrow like you're the manager. I need you to do it. Okay, because it's the only way you're going to draw that energy towards you guys. One more card for this Four of Pentacles, this holding back energy. Four of Swords. Fours, again, so fours, there's 3 fours in your reading tonight. So fours do symbolize structure and stability in the tarot and numerology, as well as in the tarot, they symbolize family. Okay, so guys, some of you guys got a family member that drinks a lot. Some of you guys got family drama. Some of you guys are holding back from having a conversation with a family member. Some of you guys have energy towards a family member that needs to be kind of like said, spoken on, talked about. But I feel like, I don't know why somebody's been waiting on an opportunity to have a conversation with a family member or a loved one. And I feel like they haven't had that conversation because I feel like somebody is maybe afraid that they're going to get the same thing that they always get when they have the conversation with this person. I just felt that for some of you. But this Four of Swords is very healing energy, right? Spirit is telling a lot of you. We end this reading with holding back your energy, resting, recuperating, right? And Temperance is there. So for a lot of you guys, maybe you guys are going through some type of ending. Maybe you guys are going through some type of energetic, spiritual spring cleaning. And rest is definitely required. So again, for a lot of you guys, you've been work. That song by Rihanna, work. They said me happy work. Like all that like just came through my head. So some of you guys have been literally burning the midnight oil. And on a level, that's great. But I think there's a part of you that knows that there's some other life in your balance, that in some other area in your life that is unbalanced due to all that work that you're doing. And all I'm saying is you do have free will. But Spirit is saying like, hey, you deserve a night out, right? Hey, call in tomorrow because you should just relax and just veg out all day and just be to yourself. For some of you guys, it's like, hey, you need to go do something with yourself. Like go on a vacation, take a quick little staycation, drive 2 hours away, have you a day or two off, and then come back because it's almost like all of this working and overworking. For some of you guys, you have a lot of moving parts to the business that you work for, and it pulls out a lot of your mind energy. And some of you, it's like you work so hard. It's like, I just heard, look at you. You work so hard that maybe we are not as well kempt as we should be. Do we have our hair cut? Is our hair trim? Is our hair done? You know, are we smelling good? Are we taking baths? Are we really giving ourselves the self-care and the love that a person with a balanced life would? And if you're not, maybe this is Spirit saying, hey, you kind of need to nurture yourself. You kind of need to love yourself. We end the card with healing, y'all. We end the card with like resting, relaxing, healing. Now, this is coming after like a broken heart. And I can already know for some of you guys, there is definitely third-party situations involved in your relationship with your person. But so for some of you guys, this is actual side pieces, cheating. And then for some of you guys, this could be someone's family member that is a third party. Somebody has a nagging mother or a nagging father, a nagging parent, nagging sibling that's in the middle of your relationship. Someone could have an ex that's a nag, like that's a third party energy that's now in your energy. Guys, watch out for third party energies because I do feel like a lot of third party energies are either in your energy right now or they're coming towards you. So be very, very careful. I do want to I already said earlier, I wanted to doubly clarify this tower because I want you guys to be ready or to know as much about this tower as possible. Because again, it's foundational crumbling. It hugely is a foundational crumbling. So let's just see. Spirit, why is that tower there for these lovely nobodies? Guys, a lot of areas of your life right now, I can just tell by how I did this reading tonight, a lot of your areas of your life need attention. And I can tell that. So I feel like maybe you guys are doing your best at attempting to give each thing attention. Maybe some of you guys, and that's great. Maybe some of you guys need to do more to balance out. For some of you guys, you need help with your kids. Some of you guys, you need help in an area of the home. Some of you guys need a damn housekeeper because you work so much, you don't even have time to come home and wash your own clothes because you're that busy. Some of your work is that busy, okay? And that's honestly what I'm saying. But I want to clarify that tower spirit. What happened in this tower? What's going on with this tower? What do these lovely nobodies need to know about this tower? What do they need to know about this tower spirit? Thank you. 6 of Swords reverse and the 3 of Pentacles reverse. Ooh, okay. Tower. Some of you guys have dealt with a third party situation already, and meaning that there's a third party. For a lot of you guys, is an ex, or a lot of you guys went through third party energy. So for some of you guys, you went through a cheating situation in your relationship with your person. You guys moved on. You stayed together. You are still together. But some of you guys feel like something is going on. I feel like there's something there. Okay. There's something there. So for some of you guys, you might find out something about a third party, or some of you guys might be the third party in a situation, and you're going to get found out about. The 6 of Swords in the reverse is not having closure, not being able to move on. And it has to do with communication. Somebody's telling themselves that either they haven't moved on. So there could be this energy of in a marriage to where somebody cheated and the other person said, I forgive you, and they really didn't. And this other person has like gone through feeling like, I know they haven't forgiven me. And your relationship really has never changed after that. Your relationship has always had this kind of like sour energy since it happened. For some of you guys, you think that your person, so you've never been able to let go the thoughts of either your person doing something. For some of you guys, you heavily think, or your person, there's someone here that thinks somebody's cheating all the time. I literally feel that. That's what I'm trying to say. It was hard for me to even get it out just now. It's like, just come out and say it. Somebody feels like someone is cheating, okay? And they won't let it go. They will not. There is a third party. For some of you guys, you dealt with a person in the past and you were put into a third party situation by your ex. And it goes without saying, I feel like that person's energy is maybe still tied to some of you. The 3 of Pentacles is here. You have the 3 of Wands. You got the 4 of Swords, which the 3 of Swords came right before the 4 of Swords. And the 3 of Swords is the most lowest card in the whole deck. So I do know that for some of you guys, there was a very heartbreaking situation in your past. It hurt you in love. And I feel like either you have not gotten over it, or the person that you were tied to has not gotten over it, or the energy of that relationship or person still resides in your life today, right? So let's just say you have gotten over that person. Fine. Whatever the energy was that caused the demise of your past relationship is stirring and brewing in your current relationship, or it's going to, because there's something that's unhealed. Okay. So for some of you guys, be careful of moving on too quickly from relationships, especially when you have not healed, because we have the propensity to bring a lot of negative energy, demonic energy, even for some of you, into the next relationship. So be careful with that. 3 of Pentacles in the reverses and the 3 of Pentacles is right before this 4 of Pentacles. So it's almost like because somebody felt like someone was holding back, they just held back their energy. So for some of you guys, it's like both of you guys are just holding back from each other, holding back from saying what you want to say. There's a couple here where you guys are just like, there's toxic things that are going on between the two of you, and nobody's either really saying it, or we are saying stuff, but nobody's really moving. Like, we ain't moving out. We're not getting therapy. We ain't doing shit. We just doing the same stuff. We're just going to fight on Tuesday, probably. You know what I'm saying? It's like some of you guys have already kind of like put it in your mind. It's stamped in your mind like, okay, it's been a couple of days. We probably going to have a fight. Or we're probably going to have a disagreement. Or they're probably going to ask me in a couple of days, am I cheating? There's something like that, okay? Guys, be careful with these energies. Only because, especially if what you're trying to do for your soul's growth is be better, feel better, live better, have better, receive better, give better, love better, all the betters. If you want that for your life, it behooves you to kind of raise your vibration. And I think that in raising your vibration, we cannot unsee what is keeping our vibration low. Once your vibration is so high, right? You feeling good. You're just laughing at the party, like having a good time, like all just basking in the ambience of this amazing, fun, great party. And then somebody just walks in with this straight face and is just like says something rude. Like, you immediately identify that just dropped the vibration. So use the same energy in your life for the next, we'll be back on Saturday. For the next week, I want you to pay attention to what lowers your energy. Now, this is not going to work, guys, if you are already in a low energy, because you're not going to be able to identify the posers, right? I need you guys to get in the most high vibrational energy that you can this week. Now, easy ways to do that. Put on the colors that you love this week, right? Put on the fragrances that you love this week. Cook the foods that you love this week, because it's going to make your house smell great. And when you smell it, that's going to raise your vibration. When you're in the mirror this week, say beautiful things to yourself. Do as many things as you can to raise your vibration. I don't care if you have to trick yourself. Again, we talked about delusion earlier. Fake it till you make it. Whatever you can to raise your vibration. And when you see how you feel when that vibration is raised, you're going to know what it feels like the moment it drops. And the moment it drops, who made it drop? Who was it? Who's in the room with me? Who was it that is tied to why my energy just dropped? Who turned my smile into a frown? And what I'm saying is once you identify who it is, you can't unsee that. You cannot unsee it. You can't unhear it. You can't unfeel it. Okay? So what I'm saying is once all of that happens, then spirit is like, okay, what you gonna do? You still gonna be their friend? You still gonna talk to them? You gonna entertain this? You okay with them treating you that way? Are you okay with how you treated them? Whatever it is, spirit gonna check you on it. Because once they see you seeing it and feeling it, they're like, oh, okay. She just got that weird feeling in the pit of her stomach, right? So yeah, her vibration just dropped. She knows it was her husband. It's always him. What's she gonna do? And they're just watching. Because they got your back no matter what, but they want you. They want you. They want you to get out of there. They want you, especially if it's going over and over. And what I'm talking about right now, guys, when I talk about this relationship is the toxic one. The one that's been the same. The toxic one. I'm not saying all relationships can't be mended. I'm saying it takes two people who are acknowledging, two people who see themselves for who they are, good, bad, ugly, shadow, dark, light, evil, demon, angel, all of them. And I see it and I acknowledge it. And I see that you see yours and you acknowledge yours, and we can work from this. We both are not perfect, right? That's different. I'm not talking about that, because that relationship probably can be healed, but both people have to want healing. Both people have to participate, okay? And again, for a lot of you, I already said that someone's who raised someone's past relationship, as well as the past, their childhood, right? Their inner child has been affected by the people who raised them. So for a lot of you guys, that's another piece that you have to work through. And I'm not saying that this will not work. I'm just looking at the cards on the table. So for a lot of you guys, the relationships that I'm seeing I see one person that's willing to do more work than the other. Okay. Which one are you? Which one are you? Okay. Even when it comes to the career thing, I see you more choosing to still, to be stagnant, to stay where you are, because you're too scared of what will happen if you do leave, what will happen if you walk away. And even with that, being worried about that is like, do you really trust? Do you really have faith? Do you really believe? Because if you did, you would have been gone. You would have just been gone, and you would have trusted that God got you, that the universe got you. Because I don't know how effective you think you are by going into a job where they treat you horrible every day. How effective are you coming home to your kids every day when you've been defeated and demeaned all day at work? Right? We're going to take a last card for advice, lovely nobodies, and then we're going to get out of here. Spirit, when it comes to these beautiful, lovely nobodies and all this information, there's a lot of relationship stuff, work stuff, belief system stuff that came into this reading tonight. There's a lot about balance. There's a lot of you guys, again, that you're dealing with vices. Control them. Who's driving the car when you're under the influence of that vice? Make sure it's you. Because if it's not you, then that's how you know, like, okay, that's not me when that happens. So who are you letting control you? What are you letting control you? All right, advice card. 4 of Wands, another 4 came out in your reading tonight. So you got the 3 of Wands and you got the 4 of Wands in your reading, right? One behind the other. And you got the 3 and the 4 of Pentacles. 34, somebody might be 34 here tonight. That breaks down to 7. So somebody could be born in July here. You did get the Chariot card, which was also the number 7. A lot of coding tonight that I'm pulling out. I'm catching myself pulling out numbers. So some of you guys are I've been seeing a lot of repeating numbers. There's somebody here that remembers everybody's damn birthday. I just feel it here. Somebody be all numbers. So somebody could be a numbers or a math person here. So your job has to do something with accounting, finance, money, numbers, something like that. 4 of Wands is here. There's your advice card. I told y'all, look at them, what they doing on this card. Having fun, having a good time. 4 of Wands literally is a celebration. It's twin flame energy as well. This is our 1111 card. So you guys could be seeing 1111 a lot. There could be somebody born in the month of November here, Sagittarius, possibly. This heavy fire energy. You even see the 10th there. They're having a good time listening to music. And I already said that. The advice is I just heard, is this a commercial? Come together right now. Something, something, something. I just heard, I think it's a car commercial, but it's like come together in whatever areas, lovely nobody, that you can come together with people, because the Three of Pentacles is in the reverse, but that's our come together card, right? I do feel like there's maybe celebration. So for some of you guys, you might have a birthday coming up. It is Pisces season. My birthday is coming up. So to all of you beautiful Pisces, happy birthday. But come together. So I feel like there is a need to have this. I just heard family reunion too. Okay, so some of you guys might be having a family reunion this year coming up, or in the next few months. Like, so from April to July, some of you guys could have a family reunion coming up, but heavily on this energy of togetherness. Be with your loved ones right now. Love on the people that you care about. Show them that you care. If you know that you're dealing with a person that has communicated to themselves that maybe you guys are not good, figure out how to communicate that, come together with that, or talk about and have a conversation to where you feel like you don't feel your best about whatever it is. You need to be honest. Okay. So I do feel like there's a need to come together, have a lot of fun, party, don't drink too much, don't do too many drugs. You have free will. I honestly don't care what you guys do, because you guys know I'm going to love you guys anyway, no matter what. But I do feel like the advice here is to kind of like make sure that the structure of your life is balanced, right? Make sure your feelings and your thoughts are balanced. And a lot of the easiest ways to make those balanced is to make sure that you're acting on them. And this is what I mean, tending to them, right? If you got emotions and you got fears and you got doubts and you got mind energy, who is it tied to? Do we need to have a conversation with that person? Who is it tied to? Do we need to go tell that person that we're sorry about something? Have balance in it when it comes to our career life. Make sure that we're not working too much and that we're taking away from family time, the time that we literally have to nurture ourselves. When it comes to balance, when it comes to our money and our finances, literally, this could be talking about watch what you spend, watch how you spend it, put your money towards things that are more structured in your life. Maybe this is about hold that money back to kind of like take that family trip instead of going out to buy that frivolous thing that you were going to buy. Be balanced when it comes to these towers that you have in your life. And this is what I mean. Balance when it comes to the towers is like understanding why the tower is there. Knowing that it needs to go, and as hard as it is to let that tower fall, I think realizing and having that a balanced approach in our understanding of like, well, I did build it and it was never true, and it doesn't work for my life anymore, so it does need to fall. Guys, let these towers fall in your life. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you do have some maybe challenging days coming ahead of you. I feel like a lot of you guys overall, though, are making the right choices and decisions in your immediate. So when it comes to like how you maneuver your family, finances, home, overall, because I'm reading a collective, it looks good. And it looks like the intent is to do very stable, grounded things in our life. I do feel like there's a lot of past energy as well as energy that might be coming towards us that might want to cause us to kind of like shake up that energy a little bit, right? So some of you guys, you might get called to do a work project. It's going to take a whole lot of your time. And then all of this is going to come into play. You're going to figure out how to balance that time with your family. For some of you guys, there could be a big old hiccup coming up with your business that's financial, and you might have to come up out of it. You might have to figure out how to, re-up your bag for your business or for your company. But you're going to make it through it, right? You're going to make the right decisions or choices to get out of it. For some of you guys, and this one's a little bit more challenging, you do have some vices. There is drinking here. There is someone that maybe even has an issue with overeating. There could be someone here that has an issue with overthinking, that has mind stress, mind stroke. Any of those toxic things, guys, acknowledge them. You're only going to change them when you're ready. I do feel like a lot of you really want to put hard work in. The Eight of Pentacles tells me that there's a lot of hard work towards really wanting. So your effort, there's hard work in your efforts, and your thought process. But for some of you guys, it's either we're going and we're starting to there we go, consistency. We don't have consistency. So maybe we start off, we go a couple of days and we don't have drinks. It's like, okay, I'm fine. And then something bad happens in our life or in a friendship or at work and it's stressful. And then we go off the, so honestly, there could be somebody that has gone through rehab here more than one time in their life. Also, I feel that as well. But I do feel like overall, you guys, fours are here when it comes to family, when it comes to structure, to stability, our resources. Make sure that we're honed in on that energy this week, because I feel like people are going to need you in your family this week. People are going to need you at work. Like, we need your healthy mind at work. We need your healthy mind in this house at home. We need your healthy mind when it comes to your approach with your business that you have, and especially if you have employees. So figure out what that is, lovely nobodies. And I feel like as long as you guys, because again, I just said it, you guys are not going to change until you're ready to, right? You're not going to change until you're ready, and that's fine. However, you're going to keep getting what you get. Like, be okay with what you get in your life until you choose to make that change, okay? Some of you guys have a lot of choices, even here with this past, not letting go of our past. If you guys have any belief systems that you know don't serve you any longer, it does you well to kind of look at them like, okay, that doesn't work for my life anymore. I could just move on from that. I could just not believe that thing. I could just not do that anymore. Or I could seek help in that area. Whatever it is, lovely nobodies, you have control over your life. You have control over how you move in a situation. You have control over what you continue to allow yourself to unsee, whether it's about another person or yourself. You know the areas of your life that need the juice, right? You know them. Okay. When you're ready, your gang is ready. And I feel like I'm ending this reading like this because there's a part of me that knows that for some of you are going to choose to stay in what you're in for a little longer because you're not ready. You're too afraid. You are too comfortable, maybe. Or maybe you feel like somebody has such a hold over you that you just don't know what to do. Like, some of you have been put in a situation like, well, damn, if I do leave them, like, I don't work like they work. I don't have any money. I don't have anywhere to go. And again, be careful with putting yourselves in allowing yourselves to get into those situations at all, lovely nobody. Okay. This is the reading that I have for you guys tonight. I really am praying for you guys at all times. I love you guys so much, and I'm always looking at your growth. I'm always wanting and hoping your growth and your soul's growth and your soul's evolution. And I can already see just in this reading, because we started out with the Hierophant, it's like some of you guys are ready to take things to a whole other level in your life. And it's been a struggle. It's been a challenge, and it's going to continue to be one for some of you guys. But I think for some of you guys, if you could just choose to stay on the beating path, know that your efforts that you're putting out, God sees them. They are working, no matter how much you think they are not. Watch what you tell yourself in the moments to where you see nothing happening. Like the moments that you don't hear God speak, the moments that you feel like God is not speaking, that God is not saying anything, get a little quieter, right? Get a little quieter. And trust me, that still small voice will come through in something. It'll come through in the lyric of a song that you're listening to. It'll come through a line in a commercial that you might watch. It'll come through something that your kid just runs into the room and just says, hey, mommy or daddy, and they say whatever. God will figure out how to get you that answer, okay? You just have to be listening. Okay, so I love you guys so much. If you need to reach out to me, you know where my information is. But until the next Saturday, lovely nobody out. I have you. Have an amazing night, guys. I love you so much, and I appreciate all that you guys are.